My name's Carl Watson, and I'm currently backpacking through Central America for 6 weeks.
Wow, that is impressive. Hide out these 2 jeeps. Now we're driving to some waterfalls and stuff. All right, it's border crossing day. 10 US for the bus to town, hopefully. We have made it to Tikal.
This place is abandoned for over 900 years.
I love travel days like this because our only responsibility for today is to have a good time.
Now, I'm traveling by myself, and my trip began 2 weeks ago by flying into Cancun, Mexico, and heading down to Tulum.
We're gonna check out some of the cenotes.
I then worked my way to Tikal in Belize.
Have no fear, the caveman team is here to show you guys a good time.
Then from here, I boarded a 3-day island hopping boat trip that traveled south along the Belize Barrier Reef.
185 miles of coral reef, everybody!
Super excited to be here because this place is unreal. This has definitely been the best bit of my trip so far.
After finishing the incredible tour, we made our way back to shore to the town of Hopkins. I'm now going to be leaving the beaches behind and heading inland to the town of San Ignacio, which is close to the border of Guatemala. But first, I had to get out of Hopkins, and I just missed my bus.
I was told that the buses go every hour from Hopkins, and then the same guy this morning went, oh no, it's every 2 hours. So what I'm going to do is hitchhike out to the highway and get the bus from there when I go more regular, so wish me luck. This is me, Budget's here, and I'm trying to hitchhike. Just been picked up by Carlos. Carl and Carlos, give me a lift. Good man.
Carlos dropped me off at the bus stop, and within a few minutes I was on a chicken bus heading to Dangriga. I then transferred onto the express bus heading to Belmopan, the capital of Belize, and from there I got on a 3rd bus to San Ignacio.
Well, yeah, I've got maybe 2-3 days here in San Ignacio, so I just need to get settled and figure out what I'm going to do here before I head into Guatemala. Look who's back.
I've been here the whole time.
How's your leg doing anyway?
It's still really sore. It's hurt my leg a little bit.
Just smacked your leg on the rock. Did he hit?
I was going to see a doctor in the next few months.
You'll get around to it.
You grow it, we mow it.
Already got it mowed.
That's where he got his hair.
How was it?
It's cheap.
So we're in San Ignacio. It's Jerome, right?
Yeah, Jerome. We met before, remember?
No.
In Australia.
Jerome's been to give us a guided tour of town. He's taken this lovely little tiny fast food place. $3 burritos, $2.50 for a juice, which is just gorgeous. Oh, there we go. See, sorry, I'm busy monologuing. There we go, just on cue.
Perfect time.
Yeah. So, tucking into this, have a little explore around, and figure out what the hell I'm going to do tomorrow in this town. There's a bar here called Mum's Backyard. Like, where were you last night? Your mum's backyard. James would love that place.
You can have some of ours we bought so
What is it?
An apple banana, but it's like a really sweet banana.
Okay.
it's so good.
Jerome had already been in town for a couple of days, and yesterday a few of them from the hostel grouped together and hired out a car to go and explore some of the nearby temples and waterfalls. So our plan for tomorrow was to simply steal his idea.
So this is the hostel. This is Bello Backpackers. Gonna train it. Pretty chilled out place. Give you a tour around. That's the gang. We've got our resident Italian.
We have an Italian here.
What's on the menu?
Pasta alla sorrentina.
There you go.
Wow, looks good.
I just made these.
So basically we all just chipped in, did a bit of a shop, and cooking up ourselves a little feast for the night. Got a car rental for tomorrow. We're going to do our own tour, some more about that tomorrow. But yeah, tonight, beers, pasta, then we're going to check out the town.
We are very close to it. 20 minutes away.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
No rush, we're in Belize, you go slow.
1 hour.
This is why you make friends with Italians at hostels. We're all chipped in, but he's done the effort. Look at that, look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom. Okay, so today we're going on a road trip to the biggest Mayan ruin in Belize. And what we've done, we've got a group together, not just 1 or 2, but 9 people. So we've hired out these 2 jeeps. It's about a 2-hour drive through the jungle to the ruins, and we're going to work our way back to some of the different like waterfalls and caves and stuff. So it's going to be our own little mini adventure today.
The drive through the jungle along the terrible bumpy dirt roads was exhausting. And since I did most of the driving, I didn't get to film much of it either. But after 2 very long hours, we made it to the Caracol Mayan ruins.
My back hurts after that drive basically, but we've made it to the ruins. Not many other people here, so I'll go for a little explore. And oh shit. Wow. That is impressive. This thing is huge. And we're pretty much the only people here besides the military escort.
Wait, sir, don't climb.
The Caracol Mayan ruins were occupied as early as 1200 BC. However, the main construction took place during the Maya Classic period between 600 and 900 AD.
Get there.
Right there. Son of a...
There's another one as well.
This massive pyramid we're climbing is known as the Sky Palace, which is capped by 3 temples and rises over 140 feet above the jungle floor, making it the tallest Mayan building in Belize.
Need it?
No bother.
No bother. I'll say it's definitely worth the 2-hour bumpy drive to get here to see all this. Pretty impressive. And you see for absolutely miles all around, crossing the Guatemala and just endless jungle. Let's go see what's inside the temple. What'd you find in the cave?
Nightclub.
It's a nightclub. There's nothing saying I can't go down there. It's a tomb. There's like dead bodies in that.
Big dead bodies and that. Zombies.
I should explain. People often ask me what the hell's up with my accent. My parents are from the south of England, but I was born and raised in the north, in Durham. Lived there till I was 18, but so I only ever had like a tiny hint of the northern accent. Now I've lived in London the last 11 years, so I just now have this miscellaneous accent. I thought I was going to be higher up in here. I thought I was going to be higher up in here. But I always say to people, if a Geordie person showed up, it might start fading back in. And Nick over here, she shows up from Newcastle. And now it's probably going to start fading back in. Well knackered.
No, I'm not even going to comment because my accent will get worse and worse.
So apparently this is still the tallest building in all of Belize. They still haven't built anything taller than this in the entire country. So there's even more temples this way. We're just getting started.
The town of Caracol grew into one of the largest ancient Maya cities, covering some 65 square miles with an estimated peak population of about 120,000 or more.
Top tip, don't do this in flip-flops. It's fucking scary. I'm gonna take my flip-flops off to get back down. But yeah, we've got this little square here with 4 temples. It's hard getting up here. I was giving Nick shit for being slow, running up, but it's hard work.
My fear of heights is just nuts.
Your fear.
My fear
of heights.
Big fear.
Get dead wobbly legs like?
Sorry, my fear of
My fear of heights really heightens. We have finished with the ruins, now we're driving back to some waterfalls and stuff, and we just stopped to look at the river. Ever enjoy the ruins? Yeah. Sweet. Made it to our first stop on the way back. It's the Rio pools. Don't know if we can swim here or somewhere else, but we're gonna go and check it out.
mountain goat. You've got a mountain goat. It's all about the mountain goat life.
Right, we're gonna go for a little dip in the pool.
Yeah.
And then we've got some happy cow.
Cheese and crackers.
The daft cow's got happy cow.
Cheese and biscuits.
Cheese and biscuits, darling.
Cheers.
After relaxing in the pools for a while, we drove further back towards town to the Big Rock waterfall.
Whoa. I'm gonna jump straight in there, get in that water because it's boiling hot. It's so refreshing. It's hard work. was so nice, so refreshing, exactly what I needed. It's been a tiring day driving on those roads and a hot day, but jumping in that water, the temperature's just perfect. I love a good waterfall, so.
Made myself a spa.
Yeah, great end to the day. Alright, so we're only about 20 minutes back from the town. Thinking, oh, the drive's nearly done, we're nearly there. Find out we've got a flat rear tyre, so. Now we're gonna change this. Never change a tyre in my life.
Bullshit. Lift Lucy ready tidy.
I need to remember that one. So if I film this, I can learn how to do it. Fortunately, the place we just happened to randomly stop by is a tyre repair shop. Yeah, I just pulled up here because I thought it was space for you to get past. Didn't realise it was a tyre repair shop.
Oh, the irony. I think that's as high as the jack goes. Oh my god. It's totally bending the frame.
Wow.
It is? Yeah.
Go puppy, go puppy.
Moral support. It's working. It's working.
Yeah.
Hey!
Alright. Well, that was quite painless. What was that? 10
Well,
minutes?
let's wait till it's on first.
Fair point.
I'll celebrate once it's returned to the rental. This is a shit old tyre.
You did a nice shot.
Alright, nice one guys, that's a great video. It had been an exhausting day driving on the dirt roads, but it was still totally worth it. We'd had such a great time together, exploring the ruins and chilling in the waterfalls. And it just goes to show not only how easily you can make friends traveling, but also when you're solo traveling, you're very rarely by yourself. Because the next day, out of the 9 of us in our group, 6 of us were going to do the border crossing together into Guatemala. Alright, it's border crossing day. The gang is all here, still alive after yesterday. We're going to head to Guatemala right now. Step 1 is get a taxi to the border. You get a taxi for 20 Belize dollars, and then to leave Belize costs you 40 Belize dollars or 20 US. So I'm officially in no man's land between Belize and Guatemala. There shouldn't be any fees to go into Guatemala. It's been pretty painless so far, so far so good. People are looking happy. That's it. So that was like the most painless border crossing ever. Just came through, stamped, you're in. Easy. Easy. That was alright. We're just trying to figure out a bus to the town now.
The water in the Yalta don't taste like what it oughta. Very old Heineken. Nah. The water in the Yalta don't taste like how it oughta.
Hungover for this. I'm doing it too much, like, no.
Nick, do you want to say hi to Ryan?
Hi, Ryan. No. He will lose it.
Nick's friend Ryan apparently follows the channel and said to Nick, oh, Carl's going to be in Central America, you should try and find him. And she's like, don't be fucking stupid, how am I going to fucking find this random book in the middle of Central America? And then I bumped into Nick.
It's so funny.
Your little friend.
Well, he's not little anymore, but he was. I knew him when he was 3 years old, so
Okay.
he used to be little.
But he's grown up since then.
Yeah.
So it's 10 US for the bus to town. We're going to wait here a few minutes and then we're sorted. Hopefully. Muchas gracias.
Minivan!
Let's go. Road trip.
Ready
Road
time!
trip the second.
Go, amigo. The minivan only took an hour and a half to get us to the town of Flores. It's the biggest smile I've seen on Nick's face today at McDonald's. You're not doing much for like Geordie cliches by getting that excited by a McDonald's.
Pizza Hut. Oh my God. Pizza Hut is bad. Pizza.
God, come to Guatemala to have Western food. Once we were dropped off, we just had to walk through the cobbled streets to find our hostel. Alright, so we made it to our hostel, Los Amigos. This place isn't actually available in Hostel World, but it's where everyone stays in Flores. And it's weird because it's right in the middle of the town, but as soon as you step inside, it kind of feels like you're in a jungle because it's like trees and plants everywhere and little animals roaming around. And it's a great place, you know, it's got tons of amenities. They've got their own travel agency. They've even got like a health spa and clinic. And then during the day, it kind of has a vibe of like this chilled out hipster kind of Zen cafe. It has its own restaurant and bar, but then at 9 o'clock that'll shut so that people can get some sleep if they want. And then they open up this soundproof nightclub upstairs, which we've nicknamed the Jenga Fort.
Go on, Jerome! Go for it, go for it, go for it! Go Falcons!
Yeah, it's leaning this way. So if I take that one out, it's going to fall. So it has to be this one, yeah. Yeah, I tried. I got it to there. Flores is a little town on Lake Pitanitza that's popular with tourists because of its proximity to the famous Tikal Mayan ruins. We'll be checking those out tomorrow, but for today, we're just going to have a chill day and head over to a rope swing and another hostel on the lake.
We've come across from Flores just over there. We come to this other hostel. Is it Jorge's hostel? Jorge's? We come to this guy's hostel to do some rope swinging, which obviously I'm not going to do for reasons you already know. And this is how Jerome hurts his other leg.
But I think it was really cool.
Alright, was it, mate?
Gets the heart pumping.
Yeah? Alles klar?
Yeah. Karl, your turn.
Fuck off. But yeah, we can chill out here, rope swinging, tubing, have a relaxed day, then tomorrow we're going to check out the Tikal ruins. That's the plan.
Another busy day in Central America.
I hate traveling.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore.
Yes.
This is just having one of those very chilled travel days. I love travel days like this because yesterday we did the border crossing. Tomorrow we got a tour booked. We're going to be like doing an activity, but which just means that today is just free to just hang out, chill out, not a care in the world. Hello. So you just try and milk it for some more subscribers. Look at that face. Please subscribe. Yes. Aww. I love days like this. Like it's just, yeah, we just sit around having beers. You can do that at home, but we got a rope swing. We've got a beautiful lake. Got some cool people having a great time. Like I said, not a care in the world. Our only responsibility for today is to have a good time. Ever enjoy rope swing, island, resort, hostel thing? After having a fantastic and very chilled day out, we made our way back to Flores, and in the evening, we went to explore the town, but we had to be very careful where we walked because of the countless birds that show up at night.
Careful where you walk, Nick. You're gonna get shit on if you walk on there. You're literally, look on the floor.
Well, which way am I going? How's the way to go?
Let's go down a side street. Let's go down a side street. We escaped our hostel for the evening, come to this more local place, got a barbecue going, just for 30 quetzales, which is like roughly £3 or $4 US. Yeah, fresh food, and she's got it on the go. It's just like, and when I asked for it, 2 minutes later we got this food. And we're all here having a good time after a great day. We've been trying the rope swing, so very, very good evening so far.
Aunque solo uno fuera.
The next morning, we were off to see the main event, the Tikal Mayan ruins. There's different tours throughout the day, including sunrise and sunset tours, but since we didn't want to get up early, and it usually rains late afternoon, we opted for the middle of the day tour. Today, we're finally doing Tikal ruin, somewhere we wanted to go to for years, but morale's not very high because our chill day got a bit carried away yesterday. We're now in our queue number 3 of 20, maybe, to get in. Yeah, lots of waiting around, shuttles, tickets, IDs, more tickets, but we'll get there. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I'm so excited.
So we now got our wristbands for the VIP section of the Tikal Club, and we still have to keep our tickets.
Right, my name is Lloyd. Welcome to Tikal, my friends. Part of the plan today, my friends, is explore part of the big ones. Part of the most spectacular buildings in the history of Tikal. The ones that are allowed to climb.
Tikal was the biggest Mayan city of the Mayan territory, which stretched from the southeast of Mexico to the west of El Salvador and Honduras. Tikal city itself covers an area of 576 square kilometers, and archaeologists have found over 60,000 buildings here. Between 200 and 900 AD, Tikal dominated the Mayan region politically, economically, and militarily until it was abandoned towards the end of the 10th century.
People from Flores, they found Tikal by accident in 1848. So from 900 years after Christ to 1848, nobody lived in this place. What happened? The power of vegetation grew up, it covered the city. Today, 90% of the city, it's like this. 10% of the city, my friends, we can see, we can take photos, all right? We can climb some of the buildings, and 5% is restored and 5% is original, my friends.
Just had our workout for the day, climbing up this temple to get the best view of temple number 1. It's photo shoot time. Everyone wants to get the perfect picture, me included. You get a good picture?
No, I need to sit on here and get another photo.
You sounded so fucking jolly there. It's pretty awesome to finally be here though. I'm going to explore around for like another few hours. Lots of different temples, different pyramids and things to check out. Weaving our way through the jungle to a pyramid that's only been opened a year ago. We can climb all the way to the top and get a 360 view. It's going to be pretty sweet. We're going to make it as long as we don't trip over on the roots first.
So we have a lot of animals here, but we got to go deeper into the jungle to see more animals, my friends.
That's the nature documentary part of the trip. We saw a toucan, which is not going to come out and film at all, and some spider monkeys. Love monkeys.
It's a good day because you see monkeys, you saw the cojolita, you saw the toucans, the real toucan and the fake toucan, spider monkeys, many different animals today, my friends. Climb out of the buildings. That's good. It's a good day for you, my friends. Remember the movie Ants? This is the bad guy. The one destroyed the nest. The grasshopper. Un saltamontes. He's thirsty. Right here, kiss me right here.
No.
What? Okay, so we're gonna hop 20 minutes in this place, my friends, and we climb. We have maximum stable like 3 or 4 minutes to go up and back down, and we move to the highest point of Tikal, temple number 4.
Wow, pretty damn impressive up here. Great view of the park. This is the second biggest jungle in the world. It goes from Mexico all the way down to Costa Rica. Biggest being Amazon, of course.
All right, let's go to the highest point, my friends.
So Tikal was the original capital of the Mayan culture until they moved on to Chichen Itza. So it's a very, very important place. What's even more important was it was used in the original Star Wars movie. It was the rebel base.
George Lucas, my friends, 1977, he was on top. Filmed that movie, my friends. He used the top of Temple 4 like an air base. In the movie, you can see how he was like flying the airship on top of Tikal.
So yeah, it was used in original Star Wars New Hope and also in Rogue One.
So this is the Sunrise Temple, the Star Wars Temple, or Temple number 4, the highest point of Tikal, my friends.
And right now we're on Star Wars Temple. How many Star Wars films have you seen?
None. No reference at all.
Guess we're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
Yesterday had an awesome day at Tikal Ruins, like such a beautiful place, such an iconic place, and it was amazing to finally go there. And it was good fun going with the friends that made the last few days, just sort of added that extra level of banter and fun to the day. Can I ask why you're kung fu fighting at Tikal?
That's the thing to do, right?
That's what you do here, isn't it?
Why aren't you kung fu fighting?
Isn't it their heritage? Like I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah. Okay, so it's my last morning here in Flores. Last night I was like, I'm not drinking, I'm gonna have a quiet night because I just need some rest, you know, can't keep hitting it hard all the time. So that was my plan, just have like a good night's sleep. But problem is when you're in hostels, you can never guarantee a good night's sleep. So I'd say about 95% of the nights on this trip, it's been fine. So I don't want to scare people off hostels if you're watching this and you've not been backpacking before. But last night, I had pretty much everything, like any sort of cliche thing that could happen in a dorm room that you wouldn't want kind of happened. So I was sleeping up there. 2 drunk guys came in late on, they were talking loudly. Then some other drunk guys came in and turned the lights on, waking everyone up. And then a couple came in and had sex right in that bed just there, whilst I was sleeping just there. And then when they were done, luckily they didn't last too long, this guy was snoring his head off all night long. And then about at 5 a.m, this guy's alarm went off for like 10 minutes and he just didn't wake up. And then once he did switch off his alarm, that guy started snoring again. So basically last night I got no sleep whatsoever. And that's what I'm looking and feeling like shit. I'm supposed to be well rested today, but it's the exact opposite. But that's hostel life for you. So I'm about the halfway point of my trip and I've had a slight change of plans because I'm in Flores and Guatemala, but my plan was to go back into Mexico for a little bit to see Lanquin and San Cristobal. The main reason being that San Cristobal is like an old colonial Mexican town, and you know, I've done the Cancun kind of touristy glam area like a couple or twice now. I wanted to sort of see the sort of more traditional side of Mexico. But by doing that, it'll mean I'll have to miss out Semuc Champey, which everyone raves about, saying it's the best thing in Guatemala. And I was just chatting to James a couple days ago and he's like, mate, you can't miss it out, you've got to go. And so I was like umming and ahhing about it for 2 or 3 days, thinking, oh, could I squeeze it all in? And then I thought, you know what, I want to do a proper trip to Mexico in the future and see, like, you know, travel all around the country, so I can save San Cristobal for then, and then this trip just focus on Guatemala and go to Semuc Champey. So that's what I'm going to do.
My flight home is from Guatemala City anyway, so by doing this, it buys me a lot of extra time to really enjoy the country. It saves me money by not doing 2 additional border crossings in and out of Mexico, and it means I don't miss out on what's supposed to be the highlight of Guatemala.
But that's the way you got to do when you're traveling. You got to just be willing to be flexible, and I always come up with a plan, but you got to be very willing to just get rid of the plan and go with the flow once you're on the ground. So that's what I'm doing.
So I'm going to Semuc Champey tomorrow, and I'm going to be having 3 nights there. And it should be an incredible time, exploring such a beautiful place with all the friends I've made recently. And we'll be hiking, swimming, tubing, seeing these stunning waterfalls, as well as relaxing and partying in an amazing hostel. So it's just going to be a perfect 2 days.
Right, I'm now in Antigua. Semuc Champey ended up being there a lot longer than I planned because I ended up getting ill there. So just to recap what happened the last few days, I mean, the journey from Flores to Semuc Champey is about 10 hours crammed into a minivan, with the roads sort of gradually getting worse as you head up into the jungles and the mountains. Alright, it's been an 8-hour journey to get to Semuc Champey. I'm now in the town Lanquin, which is right by it, and then my lodge is up on the hill and they got this free shuttle to take me up there. You get to the town of Lanquin and you have to transfer into this, basically like cattle in the back of this shuttle with your bags and all the other backpackers heading up to the hostel, and you're just sort of hanging on for dear life, hoping that you make it. It's been a long, tiring day, so I just want to get there and check in now, basically. Ah, it's not too bad. I thought it was like 20 minutes. But the journey is worth it, because once you get to Zephyr Lodge, it is stunning there. It is so beautiful. It's almost like a 5-star resort. They've got a swimming pool, they've got a bar in the swimming pool, they've got a jacuzzi, they've got pool tables, great bar, great place to hang out. The dorm rooms were gorgeous. Like the single bed that I had, you know, was like by a bay window with a beautiful view of the mountains. It was just perfect. And the first evening I got there, so tired from the journey, I was like, I'm gonna put the camera away and just enjoy myself. And we had a great time chilling out in the swimming pool, the jacuzzi, then having a lot of fun at the bar. Alright, it was the first day in Semuc Champey. Tomorrow I'm doing a full-on tour of this area with the hostel, but it's my first day. After the long drive yesterday, it's like, I need to get in a tube. So I went tubing with the hostel. I mean, tubing's always fun, and the river's like a nice sort of turquoise blue, all this jungle around you. We have music playing on the speakers, tons of beers, just getting drunk, having a good time. Awesome day. This is like the world's best theme park ride.
Oh, I'm waiting for Jurassic Park.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
Don't let go, Jack. Everybody cheers! Now everyone's back in the pool, just continuing the party. Red cake! What did we do today? Tell us what we did today, Mikey.
Oh man, we came out of a cave. Well, actually, the river water comes out of a cave that comes from underwater volcano.
Just tell us we went tubing. Tell us about the tubing.
We went tubing out of a river that comes out of a cave, and we went down and we stopped and drank tons of beer. Went to another cave, and then we continued down the river.
We had lots of fun.
Went over some rapids, and then we played volleyball, ping pong, and
it was fun.
Got to drinking games, and then we continued down the river, and then all my friends jumped off a bridge.
Keep talking! And the plan for the second day was to do the Semuc Champey tour, but we woke up, the weather was terrible, so we thought, we'll do that the day after then and just chill out for the day. So we've come into town, Lanquin, just to get some pizza, and this band has been playing all day, like since like 7 a.m. or something, non-stop. It's now 2 o'clock and they're still going.
Do not like this song.
You like the other ones?
This is not my favourite song.
Wonderwall! It's just like, I don't know how they have the energy to just keep going, but it goes on and on and on. And when you've got a hangover, especially like Nick has, it's the last thing you want to do.
Just me.
This one's Nick's favourite though. Da, 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 da.
Everyone else is hungover.
But then towards the end of that second day, I started getting ill. Basically had a stomach bug. The plan for today was to do the actual Semuc Champey tour. That's what I'm here to see. But yesterday I got ill. So I've just been in bed for the last 24 hours, and there's nothing worse than being ill at a party hostel. You just want to get out of here and move on, but I still want to see Semuc Champey. That's what I've come here to see. But yeah, what's happened to me is pretty standard for Central America, and especially Guatemala. From speaking to other people, everyone gets a stomach bug at some point whilst you're here. So it's, it's not a tragedy or anything. It's just boring and frustrating. It's like you're here and you want to be enjoying it as much as you can, but you're just tired and exhausted because you can't eat much food. I've extended my stay for another night. I'll try and get the tour done tomorrow, if I have enough energy. If I don't have enough energy to do it tomorrow, then I'm just going to cancel it and move on, because I can't stay here any longer. I want to go see some other stuff in Guatemala, so hopefully I'll get better soon. And then on my fourth day there, I was still feeling a bit rough, but I was like, I need to get out of here, so I signed up for the tour anyway. I was like, I can't come all this way and not see Semuc Champey. I changed the plan of my trip to see Semuc Champey. I can't not see it.
As we walked through Lanquin to reach our jeep to take us on our day tour, we found out what all the music practicing was for that we'd been hearing the last few days here. In Guatemala, every town has an annual fair, the date of which depends on what saint the town is named after and what date the Catholic Church celebrates that saint. The full name of the town, Lanquin, translates to St. Augustine Lanquin, and the church celebrates St. Augustine on the 28th of August, which just so happens to be whilst we're here. It would have actually been really cool to stick around and watch the celebrations, but after being stuck in bed ill for 2 days, there was no way I was going to miss out on my tour of Semuc Champey. Now, the falls aren't too far from Lanquin, but it still takes 45 minutes to get there because of the dodgy roads. And as part of our tour, there was a couple of activities on offer before we got to Semuc Champey itself.
Good morning everyone, my name is Rafa. I'm going to be your guide for today. Welcome to Semuc Champey. The first activity, what we're going to start to do right now, is going to be the water caves. It's like a couple minutes from here. In these caves, we're going to be inside like an hour and a half or 2 hours, depends how many people are inside.
Now the first bit of the tour is the cave tour, and I've decided not to do that just because I'm still feeling really rough. I've got like zero energy. I've basically been living on a diet of peanut butter on toast for like a day or 2 days, so I've had to put my sort of sensible cap on and say no to it.
If you are claustrophobia or asthma, it's not good to go in the cave, okay?
With the pools, if I'm feeling a bit tired or not very well, then you just get out the pools. With the hike, if I'm feeling a bit tired, not very well, just turn around on the hike. If I'm not feeling well in the cave, you're still in the fucking cave, you're still gonna get out of it. So the rest of the group's gone to do the caves for like an hour and a half, and I'm just having to hang out here. Now, when I knew I was gonna be hanging out for an hour and a half whilst they were caving, I was like, great, I'm probably just gonna be sitting by the Jeep in a muddy car park, but it turns out, this is where I've got to wait, so it's not too bad at all. Gorgeous, gorgeous waterfall just here, right by the path. They got rope swings, they got the river you can go swimming in here, more waterfalls up there. So as far as places to hang out for an hour and a half, I can't complain with this. So it's pretty spectacular to be here. So yeah, hopefully I can get through today. I'm feeling alright. This may not be the most enthusiastic day I do of videoing, because I'm still feeling pretty rough, but yeah, we're gonna get there and then it's off to Antigua tomorrow.
Then after that, we're gonna cross this bridge and we're going to do the hiking to the mountain. This hiking takes an hour, 15 minutes, up and down.
All right, made it to Semuc Champey. Had to hike up the hill, hike down again. That nearly killed me just going up to that viewpoint, like, because I hadn't managed to eat. I was basically running on empty, had no energy to use. It nearly killed me. Didn't film any of it because I was just trying not to slip over. And yeah, I'm absolutely shattered. When we actually got down to the pools of Semuc Champey, I had to like just sit and rest in the shade for half an hour before I could actually go in the pool, so I just need to catch my breath. This place is beautiful. It's great to finally be here, but I told you this wasn't going to be an enthusiastic part of the video because I'm exhausted. So it's good to finally be here, but if you don't mind me, I'm going to go and cool off in the water. So this is Semuc Champey. It's so gorgeous, I'm so tired. So it's one of those very strange experiences where you're at such a beautiful place, and it was gorgeous, and if you know me and you've seen my videos, you know how much I love waterfalls, but I was just there going like, oh yeah, it's beautiful, but yeah, whatever. It was like, we couldn't really appreciate it because I was just exhausted. If I was doing Semuc Champey again, I would do the tour on your first day. Even if you're tired, just get it done before you get ill. Second day, just go relaxing on the tube, get drunk, have a good time. Third day, get out there, and then you'll look back at Semuc Champey going, that place was amazing, rather than spending too long and far too much money there. Because the thing to know about that hostel is, it's all run on a tab system, which you can just pay off with your credit card at the end. So when you're drunk and you're playing those bar games, you can just keep buying more and more drinks and more food and not realise how much you're spending. And then without realising, you can just rack up this massive bill which you've got to pay off at the end. It's a trap! Finally got to leave. It was another sort of 8 to 10 hour shuttle van to here in Antigua. So yeah, I got 2 more weeks to go, but I decided to treat myself to a private room in a hostel and just have a breather, get myself back together, then get back involved. The last 2 weeks of this trip I want to be really active, you know, going up these volcanoes, doing 3-day hikes, 2-day hikes, half-day hikes, whatever, exploring the towns, different villages, and obviously I'm going to need my energy to do that, so hopefully I can just get back to the groove in the next couple of days and start feeling better and just start properly enjoy myself and really make the most of these last 2 weeks in Guatemala.